for yet another programming. So I would suggest that you keep your ears open and leave your eyes, open to as well. Follow across social media platforms, talking about YouTube. Subscribe on Facebook. Give us a like. Give us a following at Eagles FM Abuja. Spread the Eagles wings, the love across every other social media platforms as you know it. I'm talking about X, formerly Twitter. I'm talking about TikTok and Instagram at Eagles FM Abuja. My name is Uduak Daniel. Now, I need you to imagine something for just a little bit, right? For some of you that love to imagine with your eyes closed, you might as well close your eyes if where you are will allow for you to close your eyes. In fact, the only time you should close your eyes is in your room. So if you want to imagine this type of imagination with your eyes closed, be sure that you are in an enclosed place. Because if you're in public, you never know. I'm just saying, let's be security conscious now, right? So imagine being unable to express your thoughts or your opinions. I mean, without fear, without any form of reprisal. Even within your family. Imagine, just for a second. I mean, this is a reality for many people, right? And it's becoming a phenomenon that is extending far beyond the family unit. In many societies, though, individuals are encouraged, or they're seen, they're even silenced from speaking out on important issues. I know that we jokingly say a closed mouth is a closed destiny, right? An open mouth is an open destiny, right? In other words, say something. If you see something, say something. We keep saying that, right? Don't we? But maybe there is some truth to it, right? For instance now, let me paint you an instance. In some families now, children may be scolded. Yeah? Children may be scolded or punished for questioning their parents' authority or even expressing dissenting opinions. Similarly, though, in some workplaces, employees may be reluctant to speak up about injustices or concerns for fear of retaliation or damage to their career, prospects. But let's take it away from the family, into the larger society now. This same phenomenon can also have far-reaching consequences. I mean, people may feel unable to criticize government policies or actions, and even if they have serious concerns, they just lock it up. You hear somebody say, my friend, lock up, guy, lock up, no talk, leave out. Yeah, that's something we say every day, don't we? Right. And this can actually lead to a lack of accountability, as well as a sense of disempowerment among citizens. Now, why am I even having this conversation? There's something that's already going on. Y'all already know about it. A recent example that highlights this issue is the case of Ushie Rita Ugwamaye, who's a National Youth Service Corps member who was summoned for criticizing, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration, right? In that viral, TikTok video. Now, in that video, though, she expressed frustration over Nigeria's economic hardship. She talked about the inflation and even the poor living conditions. In fact, calling Lagos a smelling state. Yes, smelling state. That's how she called it. And describing the president as a terrible leader. She also questioned the government's efforts to ease citizen struggles. She insisted that being an NYC Corps member didn't mean she gave up her right to complain. Now, her allegations, though, sparked mixed reactions. Some are hailing her courage and others are criticizing her for speaking out. I mean, the incident is already causing, and raising important questions about the limits of free speech. To what extent can you talk and not talk, And then it also raises issues of what are the parameters or what are the instituted laws if there is any, that may guide you, especially if you're in public service, from not adding your voice to certain critical and sensitive issues, especially when it borders around government and governance. Right? So these mixed reactions has come in the eve or in the advent of this young core member coming out to speak out about some things that she has not found very funny, and the incident has raised questions about the limit of free speech, especially in the context of maybe national service, and it brings to bear the question: should core members be allowed to express their opinions freely, even if it means criticizing the government, or should they be restricted from doing so in the interest of national unity and discipline? Are core members Nigerians? You said yes. Okay. If they are Nigerians, do they have rights? If they have rights, is that right also enshrined in the Constitution? Do Nigerians even have the right to speak? I mean, if you take it even to your family unit, do you think your children should have a right to speak or contend with certain decisions that you make as a parent or a guardian? And if you are that child, do you think you should be given ears, listening ears, when you talk about certain things that's going on in the family to which you belong, which, of course, the decisions, the actions, and the inactions will affect you invariably so, because you are a member of that family? So, should you speak out? Should you keep shut? Should you let it go? Should you let it slip? Or are there ways that you can indeed engage such that it won't seem as though you are contending with the power or the authority that has been institutionalized by God, nature, and man and society? I'm still taking it from the family place now, yeah? Which of course are your parents. To make certain pronouncements, which becomes, so to speak, laws or principles, that's the word, that guides your family. So when they say that we are a reflection of our leaders, is this indeed true? And if we are a reflection of our leaders, at what point can we change the narrative? Now, it is said that if a bad tradition is changed into a better tradition, the gods will endorse it. In this case, at what point do we draw the line between free speech? Because we've also seen free speech turn very quickly into hate speech. Oh yes, we have. Free speech turning very quickly into hate speech. So, where exactly can we give or express our constitutional right of free speech? And to what extent? At what measure? And then if somebody is doing something wrongly, and you are much younger, maybe way younger compared to the person, yeah? And the person is meant to serve in a position that was attained through a collective effort of a people, regardless of the person's age. When one tells such a person that, oh, you are doing the wrong thing, are we saying it based on a confrontational point of view, where we are addressing the personality, or we are addressing the office? I think that's where the conversation has been hinged around. At what point can we say we have addressed an office which is responsible to service our needs? And at what point can we also say that we have deviated from addressing the office to addressing the person? Well, I'll just leave it there, and of course we'll just head out and catch some fresh breath of air, and when we come back, of course, I'll be opening the phone line. So y'all tell me, you tell me what you think about free speech and the place of national service, as well as the place of expressing constitutional rights. We'll be right back.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Please listen to this announcement. Farex Borehole. We are competent. We are committed. We simplify borehole for your borehole survey, for your borehole drilling, or any of your borehole challenges. Call us on 0803 596 5170. 0803 596 5170. You can visit at Goshen Plaza, opposite Jabi Model Park, Abuja.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Has anyone told you you can talk about your business on radio for just
20,000 naira?
Get a chance to talk your business for 25 minutes on The Entrepreneur, Mondays to Fridays, 3 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja. For more inquiries, call 090-9984-4433. 090-9984-4433. Hurry now.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Right, yes, we're back. This is the midday extra show, and of course the general open banter, and we're looking at the place of free speech, and to what extent we can say that we have expressed our rights to free speech, and at what point does free speech also become or turn into hate speech, and is there also a place of disrespect speech? But then all of these, though they may be speeches, right? But then again, where can we draw the line is what I'm saying, especially when we look at the issue of expressing oneself and the parameters that encircle these rights and privileges. And of course, as some are saying, that the method or the medium or the way that you use in expressing yourself to somebody must be in a very cordial way, in a way of respect, where you show respect. Because when you do not show respect, anything outside that, you would only make the other person, the other party, to become defensive, and it will not always turn out rightly, because the message that you may be passing, though it may be a very good message, but your style of presentation might just make the other person even look wiser than you. Well, I'm opening the phone lines now, 0907 353 0044 or 0908 766 8888, and the WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 4450. Well, in the case of the core member who actually went on social media and indeed in a feat where some persons have said she insulted the president. I mean, how do you insult the number one president, number one citizen of, the country? Is that a place of insult? Was it in an insult? Was it, what exactly? Was she okay in the way she expressed herself? Or could she have been more cautious in the choice of words? Well, all of these questions are still those questions. They're still mind-blowing and mind-boggling right now. Well, as stands, I just want us to base it on that. Hello and good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Yes, good morning to you. Is this GB?
My name is GB, calling from Wuse.
All right, GB, all the way from Wuse. GB, for want of time, straight to the point. Let's get it.
Yes.
Straight to the point.
In our constitution, it is enshrined. Freedom of expression is there.
Mm-hmm.
And no citizen should be denied of it. But at the same time, you must express yourself in a way that you will not break the law and you also not trample on other people's rights.
Right.
Because where your right ends is where other people's rights start from.
Mm-hmm.
That's always the case. Let me tell you, what the lady said is not new. President was in one of the southwest states, either Lagos or your state. They said it didn't power. They were along the locality. They are suffering. Is it different from what the lady has said? None of them ever said you are terrible. Let me read it for you. In the Oxford University and the Oxford Dictionary that I have, it says, let me read for you the meaning of terrible as stated in Oxford
all right, GB, your line is breaking. Your line is cracking now. It's breaking rather.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, you might want to move a bit, so we can, get better reception. Yeah.
Just give me I just want to see the dictionary. So that because it's about the way you convey your message. It's about the way you express yourself sometimes. It's not even about the something. So that you can get applause. You can get support. Even though some people are supporting her, they're saying the way you convey the message is not terrible. It's extremely bad, serious, unpleasant. Number two, horrible, unreachable. Number three, costing terror.
All right, GB, I'll have to take you, down now because we can barely hear you. Yeah.
So call the president out and say you are terrible.
Hello? Okay, well, I think it's a miss right there. Do well to call back. Well. I mean, the discourse is out there. We heard, what happened, what is going on. And there are some reactions, though. Quite a number of Nigerians are reacting to this. And some in support, some are not. And it's opening, a new vista in the discourse as we know it. But let's go see this message right here, or this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning. Yes, I don't know if you are hearing me.
Oh, is this GB? All right, GB, welcome back. Talk to us, yes.
Yes.
1 minute, so, 1 minute, GB, 1 minute.
So the third meaning there's causing terror. That is terrible, causing terror, terrible,
okay.
Terror.
Yeah.
That's the meaning. And I want to say, you cannot address a president like that. If you say your government is terrible, it's even very mild. You say, Mr. President, you are terrible, you are causing terror. I think that one did not apology. If I were his father, I would have come publicly and say, no, I did not train you this way. This should be like your grandfather. You
Right.
don't talk like that
Right.
to an elder. Office of the president. Yes, it has expressed herself. Things are bad. Things are not the way it should be. None of us are bearing it because there is hope of tomorrow. But you don't, because of that, don't honor to the wind. If I say that language on your radio here, you will caution me back. You will
Right.
cut me off and say that language is bad. Then while you're back, we're not celebrating the girl, applauding her that you have said the right thing. Let's call spade the spade.
Okay,
that
GB.
language, let's condemn it.
Okay,
So
GB.
that other will not follow the something.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Appreciate GB says call a spade so that others will not follow through the same way. All right. Hello, good morning. All right. What exactly is going on? Do well to call back because I really want to know, where we are losing it. Maybe there's something we're not seeing in this entire, discourse surrounding that core members' video on TikTok, especially about the government of the day. 0907-353-0044 or 0908-766-8888. And the WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, and good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, this is Mr. Bossy. Yeah, am I on? Is this you, the Golden Voice?
Oh, yes, Mr. Bassi. Where are you calling from, Mr. Bassi?
Right now I'm calling you from Museitu.
From Museitu. All right, Mr. Bassi. Go ahead.
It's a nice and a pleasure time for me to talk to you.
Oh, feels good.
I've been longing to talk to you, but finally we are talking.
Finally, is this your first time though calling?
No, this is not my first time. I'm a member of the house. I even came to the studio one time, and then I was asking about you.
Oh, okay. That feels good. Welcome, my brother. Yeah. Welcome.
Okay, thank you, boss.
Yes.
Okay. On this issue, now, the thing there is that when an old man, maybe for instance, now ask a young guy or a young girl to do something wrong, probably maybe go and then carried out some evil activity.
Okay.
Understand? Should such man be respected? Okay, talking to this lady, the lady is talking about what is going on in the country now. Whether she uses foul language or not, I think the way the thing is paining her, that's where you don't know what she's passing through. You don't know whether she's trekking to the NYC camp. You don't know whether she has eaten in a day. Because in this country, if you can eat like 2 times in a day, that you are a big man. There are people in this country that cannot afford 1 square meal in a day. They are. And whether we like it or not, people are dying. So everyone that is leading the country, that's a particular country, and then your citizens are dying of starvation, and then you don't care, you don't show any concern, you don't look at how you can do things so that the life of the citizens will be better. I mean, from with due respect, such person shouldn't be respected. Such president shouldn't be respected. Because people are dying in this country, whether we like it or not. So if people are dying of starvation, you want us to come and celebrate him or come and be lenient about how we express our anger or how we express our feeling. We have to say it the way it is.
Okay.
The man is not trying.
All right.
He's not trying. So if the lady expresses her anger, nobody should go after the girl. She's expressing herself. Okay. You don't know whether she's eating in a day. You don't know how she's doing before she can come out and then pour her anger like that.
All right, I get that.
Just I saw a video of a young girl that came out of this thing and then in Lagos and then jump and into a river. You don't know what is going on.
So Bassi, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Bassi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we, because of what we are going through, throw caution to the wind and uphold an utter disrespect for the elderly? I'm just asking. Should we, because of wait, hold on. Just should we, because of what we are going through, disregard the place of value and respect? That's all I'm saying.
we can't disregard. Respect is given to whom respect is due.
Okay,
Anybody
I get that.
that does not due respect,
I get that.
then such respect should not be given to such person.
Okay, Basi.
Anyone that is in charge of a particular place and then fraudulent and then evil things are going on, they are not doing anything about it. Such person shouldn't be respected.
Okay.
He shouldn't.
All right, Basi, thank you. Thank you, far too kind. All right, Basi says, you know what? Anyone who does not give you respect should not also expect respect. That respect is reciprocal. I'm sure you've heard that before. Respect, they say, is reciprocal. But then, isn't it also worrisome? The fact that I'm not speaking as the devil's advocate now, but I'm just saying, because I'm very big about the value that we build in the society. If a good thing is done in a wrong way or in a bad way, does it make it good still? If a bad thing is done in a good way, does it make it good? I don't know. Maybe it's time we began to really filter the discourse from the place of conscience, from the place of principles, from the place of value and regard. But then again, I can also understand when we come from the place of, anger, the place of, contempt, because what is in the society, the reality may not really be what is being transmitted to whoever is at the place of leadership at every point in time. And this is not me just talking about the president now. I'm talking about even in our respective homes. I'm talking about at your workplace. I'm talking about at that business center or that business place. I'm talking about right there in the bank, the banking sector. I'm talking about anywhere that there is a social gathering, whether formal or informal. So let's go see this one right here. It's coming from Sanusi, all the way from Suleja. Sanusi saying, we are all ambassadors of our homes. We have to behave ourselves. However, they need to make a scapegoat of someone to curb the future occurrence of such. The number one office in the nation have to be respected and not to be disrespected. That one, says that's a little girl compared to, the person she was addressing, was talking with disrespect. All right, Sanusi right there from Suleja is saying, not even from a core member like her, it is so uncalled for. Okay, so there is a certain he says good afternoon. Well, it's still morning though, but there is certain, thank you by the way, Sanusi, there's certain expectation. Is it that there's certain expectation that we expect from core members because maybe they seemingly do not also feel the plight of the masses, of the people? I don't know. Sanusi, help me understand this. But let's go take this call now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes,
Presenter.
good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Samuel. I'm calling you from Apo.
All right, Samuel, all the way from Apo. Talk to us.
Our people say that if you give a child a terrible push, terrible words come out of that child's mouth.
If you give a child what?
Terrible push.
Oh, terrible push. Okay, I get
A
that.
lot of people come out of the child's
Yeah, I get
mouth.
that.
He or she will speak to you. And in our place, we say that if you are afraid of the king, one day you use a basket, cover your face and talk to him. See, nobody dies two times. I want to tell you this.
Okay.
All these people, all this respect, we are cultured people. Traditionally, Africans are cultured people, and we respect everyone. That respect does not mean that you should not speak your mind. You understand?
Okay.
The copper expressed herself to the fullest. When a child is dead and the mother is crying, you don't count the words the mother is speaking. You don't listen to. You don't keep them. Anything can come out of her mouth. That's a result of recklessness. that we have found ourselves in. You see, our society is such that people are afraid to speak out. People are afraid to talk. Now, when somebody speaks, they'll start to cut corners and start finding a way to blame the person. And okay, if anybody says that what the copper said is a lie, please let the person call and tell us that the copper has lied.
Okay.
Is there any lie in what she said?
You're throwing a challenge now to whoever feels different about it.
That, yes, I'm very comfortable in Nigeria. I'm enjoying what is happening in this country since 2023. Let the person speak out and let people hear him or her. And so shall it be with that person. The situation is terrible.
Okay, I get
We are
that.
supposed to make like this before.
I get that.
So why would they start persecuting somebody who has spoken the truth? What she said is true.
Right.
But if she's left alone, she will say more. What are you going to blame her for? Look at the situation we face now. Okay, for instance, let me tell you something. I served in 1993. My alawi was 150 naira. But I lived well. I saved money there and did my international passport. I did all my things with that money.
450.
350 naira.
300, not even 4. Okay.
Naira.
Oh, okay.
That's what I earned.
Okay. Right.
So now, before now it was increased to 700. Now let's tell you, it is good for somebody to accept. That is why those of us who are Christians, at the time Jesus even asked his apostles, who do people think that I am? You want to say, in society, the so-called leaders don't want to know how people are feeling. And you are dealing with individuals, you are dealing with human beings who have flesh and blood. And you want to say, I was even hearing some people, they say it's a capital punishment. Those people, they have to go twice.
They've debunked that
people here than
space to yet another, family member. But I appreciate your thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you. Leave the copper alone. The copper has said the truth, and the truth will set her free.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Let's say the truth, and the truth will set you free. But is it all truths? That's another question that it could be very mind-boggling, I guess. You can beat a child, but you can't dictate to the child how to cry. The policies of the agony. People often complain why attention is not focused on the state governors, but the fact is that the federal government policies affect even the state governors, and that's what Terkenbi Hundu from Nasarawa State is saying. But well, we're getting back. Thank you, Terkenbi.